Two security officers approached and said firmly, "Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave." The words sliced through the solemn hush of the graduation ceremony like a blade. Heads turned. All eyes had landed on the tall, broad-shouldered man in the spotless marine dress blues. His jaw was clenched, his body still, every muscle tight with control. He didn't speak. He didn't move. Just a few feet away, his son stood at attention in his Navy uniform. A quiet murmur spread through the rows. Why were they asking a decorated Marine to leave his own son's graduation? Then, from the very back of the room, 4 men rose to their feet. Not a word left their mouths, but they didn't need to speak. Their presence alone made the guards falter. These weren't ordinary guests. These were Navy SEALs. What happened next would become the story everyone on base talked about for weeks. But right then, in that moment, no one, not even the guards, understood just how badly they had misjudged the man they were trying to remove, or how fiercely his brothers in arms would stand with him. His name was Sergeant Nathaniel Brooks. 20 years of service to his country, 20 years of missed birthdays, combat holidays, and wounds the body remembers even after they've healed. But today wasn't about the battles he'd fought. Today was about his son, Logan, earning his stripes. Nathaniel had shown up early, pride swelling in his chest. He sat quietly, ignoring the side glances and the subtle way people shifted away from him. He was used to it. What he hadn't expected was 2 security guards ordering him to leave like he didn't belong. Something shifted inside him in that moment. Not today. One of the guards reached for his arm. Nathaniel didn't raise his voice. He didn't even flinch. But his voice was made of steel. "Touch me, and you'll regret it." A gasp rippled through the room. Silence fell. Then a voice echoed from the back. Calm, but laced with unshakable authority. "You might want to step back." Logan's instructors, the 4 SEALs, were already moving forward. One of the guards reached for his radio. The SEALs didn't flinch. The tallest one stepped ahead. "Sergeant Brooks has more combat hours than this entire room combined. Is this really the hill you want to die on?" The tension was thick enough to cut. Logan stepped forward, eyes blazing. "He's my father." A wave of whispers swept the audience. Faces turned. The guards exchanged uncertain glances, and then came a voice no one expected. The base commander appeared, walking briskly down the aisle, jaw tight with fury. "Stand down!" He barked. The guards straightened. The SEALs didn't budge. The commander walked straight up to Nathaniel and extended a hand. "Sergeant Brooks, my deepest apologies. Your son's ceremony doesn't begin without you." Applause broke out across the room. But Nathaniel didn't take the commander's hand. The damage had already been done. The humiliation, the unspoken assumption that he didn't belong, cut deeper than any wound he'd ever taken in combat. He turned to look at Logan, and in his son's eyes, he saw the same pain, the same quiet question. Does this country still see us as one of its own? And then Logan did something no one saw coming. He stepped forward, snapped into position, and saluted his father. The room went still. Nathaniel felt the air leave his lungs. The SEALs stood taller. The commander slowly lowered his hand, finally understanding. This wasn't about military protocol. It was about respect. When the ceremony began, Nathaniel sat in the front row. The guards were nowhere to be found. And when Logan walked across the stage to receive his diploma, the 4 SEALs flanked him, shoulders squared, eyes alert, making sure everyone in that room knew exactly who stood beside him. Because some battles aren't fought with bullets, they're fought with loyalty. And no one messes with a Marine's family. Not while his brothers still stand.